keep your head down, boy. I'll never be the same now, boy, yeah. Just got a new whip with a V8 and it make noise, yeah. Them boys in a Civic going 50, there's a difference. Ain't nobody see me winning, but I be here in a minute. They just wanna see me different. Kick back when I count million.
We are live. From Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
And Poole gets it to go. Stan, both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. Here's Dick. That three off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now, here's Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Turner. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Cunningham right side. They set the pick. Here's Dick. Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Pass to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Yeah, and that screen was really all Tatum needed. Just a little bit more breathing room so he could go to work. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
And it's Haliburton penetrating. And Cunningham with the block.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Shamshay. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach, and we talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. We've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Tatum. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
A minute 42 left in the first. Now, Dick. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Turner with the screen. Here's Nembhard. Nothing on the board. Pass to Haliburton. Shot clock at 6. And here's Walker outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And it's a tie ball game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hits the three-point bomb. That's 7 points for Grady Dick. And so it's Indiana with it. Haliburton deciding where to go with it. Here's Nembhard. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Haliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And both free throws good for Dick.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Haliburton. And Haliburton Halliburton slams it in.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Cunningham for three. Both teams have it going here early and so close through the first quarter. Celtics lead by 1.
18. The Pacers 17.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. The three from Tatum. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers trail by 3. The layup missed. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Bouknight. There's the pick. And he drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster. But everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
Here's Nembhard. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Done shot's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham? Reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Out to Turner. Wide open look. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Here's Tatum, and it's sent back by Turner. Nembhard with it, now guarded by Dunn. Pass to Halliburton. He takes it in, and he lays it straight in. Halliburton's got 6 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Lopez with the bucket.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Back to Walker. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Nembhard. What a terrific move that was. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to Tatum. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Cunningham. Here's the screen. Tries again. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
Cunningham is so skilled working the pick and roll. That time the play was for himself to score.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 4. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's Dick. And there's the drive. Can't get the reverse layup to fall. Halliburton outside. And finished off by Halliburton.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And no shortage of confidence in Poole's game.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The drive by Poole.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Check out Poole taking it to the 10 with reckless abandon.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And so Indiana again turning it over. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the half. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Rebound, Boston.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And done with the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunk.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And nothing is falling for him right now. Celtics leading by 8. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
For Indiana, they have converted 1 or 2 free throws so far today. That free throw, no good.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And there are the Celtics with another basket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Outside Tatum. They set the pick. Tatum taking it in. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good on the quick 3. Pacers trailed by 11. And a wide open look for Halliburton. No good from outside. Now that one from Bouknight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Picked his pocket. Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Shumshay. And it's off from three-point range. Over in the corner, Mathurin. It falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Assist from
Mathurin's got his second bucket of the night.
And when Mathurin takes it inside, good things happen. Then a physical guard who can use that athleticism.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
4 on the clock. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pass to Dick. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum on the wing. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 6 points.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Here's Nembhard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 8 points for him.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Inside. Here's Tatum. Walker with some nice D.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Yes, that goes in. And that's 11 points for Grady Dick.
That's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Shepherd. For 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Got a hand on it. To the paint. Siakam outside. .146 left in the third quarter. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Dick. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. And it's 13 points for Grady Dick.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Out to the wing. There's a screen. Shepard. The 19-footer is on the money.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And Tatum puts up a deep three. The Pacers pull it in.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Basket counts.
Assisted.
Here is Cunningham. He's got 12. It's Dick on the wing. Cunningham left side. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Dick can't get it to go.
Boston foul.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
The shake. A special move before the shot. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And here is Bouknight driving to the basket.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so and as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Pacers trailed by 13. Here's Nembhard. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
What a move by Tatum, finishing strong at the rim.
Here's Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. Walker's shot is off.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pass to Turner. Halliburton in the corner. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Halliburton's got 20.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Tatum, no good with the layup.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
They get the rebound, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And how about the commitment there from Halliburton? Sticking with it and getting himself to the line.
Shooting for Indiana.
So, Greg, you played the point. And create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Rebound Boston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The Celtics called time.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Tipped away. Pass to Dick. Jacks up a three.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Halliburton, no good. Celtics leading by 10. To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. Free throw drops for Dick.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up.
Celtics foul. Dick. Second personal foul. 15th foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And the shot goes in. And that's 12 points for Jason Tatum.
Oh, man. Cunningham making it look easy.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. And Halliburton slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Second personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. No luck that time either. Pacers trail by 10. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
And even without that three-ball drop for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Here's Mathurin. Jams it in off the great move.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
At the line for the Celtics.
And both free throws good for Dick. Pacers trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Boston.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be 26 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Walker. Back to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Mathurin for 3. Drills it from outside. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Down low. Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Drives to the hoop. The shot comes out.